All right, shalom, shalom. Like you say, all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, it's Father Yah coming back once again. UTC 144K Camp. The name of this channel is Taking the Kingdom 144. And I just want to, speak on something real brief. You know, it's almost the end of the year. So lucky for it taking me a couple of days to upload, but a little bit under the weather, and then also, a lot of moving around, you know. But getting back to it, you know, is the new beginning of the pagan year starts, okay, and within that, itself, it's a lot of problems about to come down the pipe, so to speak, and these people, they're none the wiser, okay. People are still living on the fumes of yesteryear. I want to say that because they think that Babylon the Great is going to do a great turnaround. Well, you know, thus said the scriptures. All right, the Heavenly Father has deemed this place wanton. Okay, let's get that real quick. Give me a second. And this is from the kingdom of Babylon. All right, where Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was put up for a season. Okay, but the same is going to happen in this place. All right, just listen to, I'm going to start from 23. It says, but has lifted up thyself against the Lord of heaven, and they have brought the vessels of the house before thee, and thou and thy lords, thy wives, and thy concubines have drunken wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and gold, of iron, of Salaki, the gods of silver and gold, of brass, iron, wood, and stone, which see not, nor hear not, nor know. And the God is whose hand thy breath is, and who are all thy ways hast thou not glorified. Okay? So it is the same here. All right? These people put themselves in a perpetual state of sin, transgression, all right, by doing what's fulfilling to their own bellies, all right. It says, then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written. And this is the writing that was written. Many tickle upfarsin. Okay. And said, this is the interpretation of the thing. Many, God hath numbered the kingdom and finished it. All right. Deco, thou art weighed in the balance and art found wanting. And Perez, all right, the kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. All right. So back then, in that time, that was the enemy, okay, of Babylon the Great. But fast forward to today, and it's going to be all the nations, all right, against this Babylon the Great, okay, America, okay. So it's telling you of the time of old, but the same has happened here. And Jeremiah 51 goes into it, but I want to read the article before I read that. It says, the commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel in scarlet, and put a chain of gold about his neck, and made proclamations concerning him, that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. And that night was Belshazzar the king of Chaldeans slain, and Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old. Okay, 62. All right. So the same is going to happen here, but it's not going to be any man that take over. It's going to be the power son, okay, which his name is Yahweh Shai. All right. When this kingdom falls, he's going to be the ruler over the whole earth. All right. Let's get this article real quick. I want to check out. This is what's coming. Okay. And this was written yesterday. It said a growing list of companies have announced plans to cut hundreds or even thousands of jobs in January, fueling concerns about where the U.S. labor market is headed after its shaky finish to 2025. Over the past few months, among the country's biggest employers across multi-industries have said they will reduce headcount, citing technological shifts in wider economic pressures for workers that adds to an already uneasy picture. Hiring has remained sluggish and the unemployment rate rose to its highest level since 2021, the Department of Labor November jobs report. Yeah, and I just was watching a video yesterday about the people in the whole town that Tyson's factory, but the whole town is built around that Tyson's factory. Okay, everybody in that town works for Tyson. All right, and Tyson shut down that plant. What's going to happen to that town? That town is going to go under, man. It's not even going to be a fucking place anymore. Just like what happened to coal miners, okay, up in the rural parts of PA and stuff like that, man. You know, those towns are going. All right, the lady was crying about her kids not wanting to move any place. They want to stay there in the town, but the town is about to decay. And what's going to be happening with all these people moving around, you know, it's going to be not xenophobia, but mass migrations, okay, to big cities. And with that comes more crime, okay? Because, like the thing just said, it said that it was no more jobs handed out by the end of the last year, man. No more jobs. So going forward into the new year, it's telling you that, you know, jobs are going to be getting cut more and more. It's going down, all right, around here. It's not in good standings with the Lord, man. This place is finished, all right? And see, this is the mindset that you got to have now. Now, everything is about to come from on high. Everything is about to come from the Lord. How you get your daily bread, how your health is going, your living environment, everything is of him, man. You pray for these things and he's going to see to it. Many of these people don't know how to pray. All right. And I'm talking about 2/3 of our people. All right. And we know in the other nations, they're going to pray to their gods, just like it said in Daniel. All right. And what's going to happen is a swift judgment is going to happen upon them, man. Okay. Because they know not the names Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Okay, and what needs to be done in order to appease, our power. Okay, and the thing that I could tell you most is fear the Most High, man. Fear the Most High. Okay, and get to business. Get to whatever He's deeming that you should do. But I'm just the watchman. I don't know. We'll do with that as you will, but it's getting ready to go down. You got Putin lining up. Okay, it's about to be a third world war. All right, I'm watching that brother's Karatazat video. And he's talking about the third world's woe coming swiftly, man. And it is. All right, these other nations over there, the EU, okay, they getting fed up with this whole ordeal with Ukraine and Putin and America just pulling out, and then Putin looking at them like you better not send, and they saying that they want to send help because they feel like it's just a mess, man. Okay. Last I heard, I think let me see if I got it on this app, but give me a second. Let's see. No, I didn't get it. But it was 63. I think they said 63 fighter jets surrounding Russia 2 days ago. Okay, but this just goes into here. What's going on now? These are the birth pains. Let's get that. Get that real quick. Of the ruler coming forth. All right. Let's see what the AI overview had to say. In the KJV, birth pains or sorrows refers to the intensifying turbulent events like wars, famines, earthquakes that Yahushua described as the beginning of the end times, signaling the approach of his return, not the end itself. Okay, so he's on his way, man. Let's read this real quick. Matthew 24. AMP says, but all these things are merely the beginning of the birth pains, of the intolerable anguish in the time of unprecedented trouble. All right, and that's where we headed. All right, unbeknownst to the rest of these people. All right, trying to live off the fumes of yesteryear. Okay, thinking about how good it was and how good it could be again. It's never coming back. You got the government divided over here. And we know what Yahushua said about that. Satan can't cast out Satan. Okay? And a nation divided can't stand. All right? And that's what we're in that right now. We're in the final phases, man. Okay? Esau about to break out and start fighting against himself. And that's even scriptural. Okay? When you read Isaiah the 19th chapter, which is part of this article. All right, things we're here at the breaking point, man. All right, but you find joy and you find glory in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and he going to try to get you through. All right, but never forget that at the end of everything, what does it say? It says this. Unbeknownst to the church people of the world. Let's do this right here. I'll read real quick from the Bible Gateway. It's KJV. It says 1 Peter 4 and 18 to 19. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? In the lake of fire. Okay. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful creator. Okay. So that's what our job is. You just have to do the work. Okay. For the men, do the work of the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and for the women, believe and cease without praying. Both manner of people, okay, whom are the Israelites, okay. Pray without ceasing and belief, okay. Greater faith, and the Lord will get you through whatever, all right. Because you're gonna be scarcely saved. You're gonna get scuffed. You're gonna get beaten in some form or way, but never give up the faith, man. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom. We living in the last days, man. In a few final seconds. Shalom, brethren.